What made you and your sister Judy select the Forum for Mrs. Rowe?
Well, we'd searched several places, and Judy had gone to most of them, so I came in at the very latest portion and was looking at the rooms, and frankly we were looking for something where she would have be able to have family in and stay with her, and so the idea of having two independent rooms where we could come and visit was a big portion of it. The other portion for Mother was the fact that she would be close to the church that she had gone to since the 40s, that she had the possibility of their driving her over and letting her out and then going over and picking her up and bringing her back. We had a couple of meals here, and that did a lot of good to help. So as we get through, it's just the fact that the whole idea of the independent living that she would be able to do at that point was the important thing.
How has Mrs. Rowe been treated here at the Forum?
Excellently. I started out living over in Alabama, so I came over and enjoyed staying with her and having meals here with her, and it was quite enjoyable to do that for the few times before I actually moved over here to San Antonio that I could. But the thing is that she was treated very much with respect, very much with love, a very caring group of people that were here. After I'd gotten here, Mother had some episodes while she was still in independent living where she needed medical assistance, and the staff was very quick to pick up on it and to help. That was a part that was very important for us to know, that we could come to that as well. There were just, as I said, there were just a few times, but one of those led to her going into the assisted living facility as opposed to staying in independent living. And that was delightful that we didn't have to go out and find another place to stay, that we were able to move just literally from the front of the Forum into the assisted living facility, which is further in, a little bit more protected.
What makes the Forum so special to you and your family?
Everyone I've met here has been upbeat, has been happy to see any of us, all of my family, all of my, both my sisters, myself, grandkids that have come have been welcomed very well. Mother is just cared for completely around the clock and has been protected, and you've got security here, and there's very little that can happen that isn't known, and all of that is important to someone who's going to be wanting to come.
What is your mom's favorite activity?
Well, at the moment, probably the thing that she enjoys most is that I've seen is the care in the memory care unit, where she's not really remembering that today is today, but that today may have been 60 years ago, and actually almost 70 now, where she's holding a doll and calling it Richard, or calling it something else, and one of the other names in the family, and she's been caring for that, and she really takes that portion of her job seriously. It really is something that she gets into.
What have you enjoyed most about the Forum?
Personally, the food. That's the thing that really has been something that I've been able to get into, because I haven't stayed here more than just a few days. As far as what is so great about the food, just that it's well, I haven't been in the independent living set lately, but I know that the food that's been given to Mother in the memory care and in the assisted living portion is excellent.
Would you recommend the Forum to others?
Absolutely. I have had experience with two other facilities, not here in San Antonio. One was for my uncle up in Missouri. It was a small, very small facility. And although it was nice where he was, it's nothing like the Forum. I would have called it adequate. My mother-in-law, after my wife died a number of years ago, I had to take care of my mother-in-law. And she was in a healthcare facility over in Alabama. And that one was barely better than a hospital. It was very much like a hospital. And although it had all the different portions of it, it had what they called independent living and assisted living and mental care, which is where she was. They didn't come anywhere close to the care and the way people are treated here and the way that just the Forum is set up. If we'd been able to move with those others here, I would have loved it. But at that particular point, it wasn't possible.
What would you tell someone that is having a hard time making the decision to move out of their home and into the Forum?
You've got security. You've got loving people that are going to be here. There is nothing that you would want to have that won't be provided. You would not have to go out except to one or two places, and then it would be up to you as to whether you would want to go or not.